number is he? That's Caden. Okay, Caden Mulheron. Okay.
Sorry. We'll get back to it.
Good morning and welcome from Rowan College of South Jersey, Cumberland Dukes Park here in beautiful Vineland, New Jersey on a glorious, sunny, wonderful day.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to play some baseball for the College DreamStream series powered by BFA Sports. And for BFA Sports, I'm Al Fisher along with my brother from another, Doug Stasic, J.D. Diamco, Athletic Director of Rowan College of South Jersey. Some other celebrities here. We're getting ready to play some baseball as we have Caden Mulheron on the mound for heavy hitters 17U as they take on Scanzano 22s. And leading off this ball game is Dom Patrizzi.
Yeah, I'm just hoping the footing holds. Looks like we're going to be okay. Just need a little bit of sun, but so far so good.
That first pitch is pounded foul. Hey man, you worked your tail off, JD.
Hey, no,
Place is in great shape.
Just doing our best. Just doing our best here. Trying to get these kids get some game on film.
And the 0-1 pitch. Fastball at 75 miles an hour outside for a ball.
Credit to these kids. They came ready to play. Sometimes when you see the weather and the radar and whatnot, you kind of start shutting it down thinking you're not going to play. But these kids showed up. Heavy hitters arrived and went right to the cage. Scanzano came in, started getting loose as soon as they arrived. So these kids want to play, and here we are.
That pitch is outside for a ball. Count evens up at 2-2. It was all business this morning, you could tell.
Yeah.
We were here getting set up, and you could tell these guys were getting ready to play some baseball, and we're excited to have them here.
Absolutely.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Ball's hit softly to third. Picks and fires across the diamond, and Patrizzi, with that speed, giving a hard 90, beats it out.
Nice job by Patrizzi. Understanding that, we got a little bit of a saturated field. Any ball that's hit on the ground today, these kids got to, they should be doing it anyway, but giving it, full 90.
Got to bring up Matt Stam. Runner at first base and nobody out. First pitch is over for a strike call.
Yesterday we were mentioning about Millville and how they're poised for a great spring. Here's Mulheron here, throwing a great start here in the first inning. So again, the Thunderbolt staff has to be excited for this spring. Probably counting down the days till they can get to game one.
They're definitely going to be a formidable team, no doubt about that. That pitch is low and away for a ball. Count evens up at 1-1 to Stam out of Haddonfield High School. 5'10", 165. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Jackson Shalleck. You're right.
No, it's Combat, number 4.
I'm over here looking at...
There we go.
Oh, all right. Where is it? Sure, get in your lineup.
Yeah. I think it is Stam.
Maybe just wearing somebody else's shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to because I got the lineup right here.
Good. That's all right. Harrison, Stam. Maybe he did a name change. You can do anything online these days. Probably.
You should, folks, if you could have been here and gotten the look that I got. I'm like, I'm just looking at the lineup. It was handed to me.
Well, I thought you were Ron Burgundy. They're just literally reading whatever's on the monitor.
A whole bunch of folks yesterday got thrown under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, I got tire tracks all over me. Pitch is fouled at the plate. Count now goes to 3-2 to the Mr. Harrison, Matt Stam look-alike. We hope someone will come over and tell us if it's not or not.
My first year travel ball. I joined the Tri-State Arsenal late. I won't say, I'll say it. So I played for Bob Barth. I don't think he wanted to buy a new uniform for me. So he gave me a kid who had previously quit his jersey. And as Mulherron picks up the K. And he says, oh, yeah, your jersey's, we ordered it. Still haven't gotten that uniform yet.
Yeah, well, that happens, right?
Not uncommon in the travel bowl here.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
All right, we know we got this one right. This is Colin Ahart. According to the lineup card, he's wearing the right number. The runner at second base and only one out. First pitch is low and away as it bounces up there in the dirt for a ball. Once again, I'll probably stand corrected, but we're going with a 6-out inning. Correct?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. 3-3. And foul tip squeeze. Line number 12, Alex Rosario behind the dish.
Well, I mentioned yesterday, Ahart's got a little bit of Anthony Rizzo set up. We got a Yankee guy here if he wants to confirm the low hands and just a nice relaxed stance.
There goes a runner. Here's the throw. That goes in the out. Goes out to left field. Patrizio decide to stay there at third.
Nice backup.
Yeah, good heads-up running. Good jump.
Yeah, just good baseball. I think Hill is 20. Is Hill 21?
Yohan Feliz actually out left field.
Yeah. Okay. Violent high. Nice job. Nice job backing up. Nice job with a read there. Nice all around.
That pitch is high inside for balls. That one got away from Mulherron. Count now 3-1.
Nice RBI opportunity here.
3-1 pitch. Gets away. It looks like Patrizio's going to score for the first run of the ball game.
And here's an opportunity for Mulherron. He looks like he's battling some saturation on the mound a little bit. Not getting his footing. And he just gave up a run. But now, look, you got the bases clear. You can reset and just attack Ahart here and get to the next hitter.
There's a 3-2 pitch. Fastball outside for balls. Ahart draws a walk. And then I'll bring up Mr. Highlight Reel, Brett Kane.
Yeah. Fun to watch yesterday. Fun to watch. See
Man,
if he can back it up today.
The catch he made in left field. Holy cow. That first pitch is over for a strike. Calls it, hits the outside corner at 76 miles an hour. Kane Paul the sixth, standing at 6'190". And ball's pounded to third. Williams over to second to first. Tough one to pick there for Rodriguez, and Kane makes the turn. May need to make himself back to first quickly. He's in play, and he does for the second out of the inning.
Nice job getting the lead out there. It's going to be a little difficult, at least to start the game here with the wet ball. The infielders definitely need to make sure they've got a good grip on it. Obviously, you want to make the play. You want to finish the double play. But the most important one is the first one.
There's Jimmy Salvano, who swings at the first pitch to short. And throws, and it gets past Rodriguez. And the runners will move up. At least the runner at second will move up, and Kane.
See, you can see there, the defense is frustrated. They're saying that the ball's wet and whatnot. But look, when you move up in the levels, colleges rarely cancel games.
No,
this is a normal setting for us, especially in February and March. I can attest to it. The one day I was dragging snow off for outfield to get the game in. So, this is something that these kids will learn as they move up. They got to know how to adjust. Again, it's a wet ball, 100% understand. But you can't play it as a normal ground ball. You can't throw it with a normal grip. You almost got to take another half second to get a good grip and make it over to first.
Alex Moreno takes that pitch high for a ball after fouling off the first pitch. It's now 1-1.
I'll tell you what, if I'm a Northeast school and I'm watching, good day to watch.
That pitch is fouled off to the first base side. May still And it does fall safely. Count now goes to 1 and 2.
I think we've got our fair share of Northeast schools here. So, again, this is what these kids will be playing. If they do choose a Northeast school, this is what they're going to be playing in for the first 2 months of the year.
Count now 1 and 2 to Alex Moreno. That ball's lifted to right field, hit fairly deep. And getting under it and making the grab is Mikey Lapalamento. Help me out again?
Lapalamento.
Lapalamento.
Come on, man.
For the third out. So that's the first set of outs. We'll reset.
My godfather's Italian, so I had to figure this out.
I'm
early
Italian
and
too, but
often.
sometimes
that's why
I get
I'm
a little tongue-tied.
disappointed. I'm a little disappointed.
That first pitch is over for a strike call.
Hey, Coach, we're at 3 outs, right? So, first simulation? Coach, so we're doing the simulation now.
Are we doing?
Okay.
Are we doing 6 outs and then?
Yeah, we're going to go 6 outs, and then we're going to hit the simulations. So we're going to start the second inning. We'll have your simulated maneuvers there. So first 6 outs, straight baseball, and then the final 15 will start.
That pitch is fouled straight back. I moved the truck.
Did you?
It's all right, yeah. Count now 2 and 2 to Jake Hunter. And that 2-2 pitch is high and away for a ball. So the count goes to full at 3 and 2.
Just a really good thing that I just noticed is Hunter in a 2-strike count is now moving up the bat. He's choking up, something that we preach, something that most colleges preach. Gives you a little bit more back control, so you're just focusing on contact, and it helps, especially when you get into a full count. Kind of shrink the zone, understand your zone, and you're not trying to deposit somewhere you could, but you're just looking to make contact.
Hunter draws that walk, so that'll bring up Tyler Phillips. That first pitch is outside for a ball. Phillips from the Scanzano, I believe 23s, playing up today.
Okay. I'll get right on that to grab his name from the other
Actually, the
roster.
Combat Cubs.
All right.
So nice job by Scanzano being patient here. But what Caden needs to do is just take a deep breath. It just looks like he's in a groove of just, throwing it in there. Just needs to take time. Whatever he was doing in the bullpen to get himself ready, kind of just recenter, get back to that point, and throw strike one. You just got to be able to slow yourself down and try to break whatever funk you're in right now.
That'll bring up number 44, Michael Shaw from the Cubs squad, playing up with the 22s. First pitch is out of the zone for a ball. And that 1-0 pitch at 74 miles an hour hits the mark. Now 1-1.
Just needs to know that feeling and repeat it. Easier said than done, but as you move up, it's something you got to just get back to.
Pitch is high for a ball. It's now 2-1 to Shaw. Michael Shaw, 5'10", 180 at Delran High School. He's a class of 23 with a 4.34 GPA. Count now goes to 3-1 with nobody out. And runners at first and second. As they face Caden Mulheron. And a 3-1 pitch. Line drive, one hopper. What a play at second. Flip to second, over to first. Not in time, but man, talk about some big-time baseball there. Flashing the leather.
That's huge for a pitcher. Just having some trouble finding the zone. And, situation where you just got to rely on your defense, and there they were. A lot of times in a situation like this, the defense kind of lulls to sleep, and that's not the case here.
Even Jackson Shalleck laid out for that one over at second base, man. Unbelievable. Nice pick by David Rodriguez, too, even though he didn't get him.
All sides. Both sides did very well on that play.
We're back to the top of the lineup with Don Patrizzi.
It just gives confidence to the pitcher knowing you got those guys behind you. You don't have to be perfect. Just be around the zone, force Scanzano to get the bats off their shoulders, and just let your defense work.
1-0 pitch. So we're for a strike call. It's now 1-1. Patrizzi had a Cherokee. 5'10", 165.
Nice
He
job.
fouls that one off.
There we go. Mulherrin just has to keep building off of these pitches. Just, strike one, strike two, getting some swings. Just needs to build off of it. And, again, you don't have to strike these guys out.
Right.
Just trust your defense.
He hasn't pitched. He's pitched pretty well,
exactly.
to be honest with you. The pitch is slicing foul on the right field side.
It's just Scanzano's just been really patient, waiting for their pitch, which is very good traits to have.
Count is now 1-2 to Don Patrizzi. We're in the top of the first inning. Run across.
Got a 1-2 count.
Yep.
Yeah, pitch bounces up there. Nice job by Rosario to keep it with him. Runner does not advance. Count evens up at 2-2 to Patrizzi. The second run only 90 feet away. And that 2-2 pitch is wide for a ball. Now goes to full at 3-2.
You sending him here, Al?
Oh, of course,
Yep,
there he goes. That pitch is popped up. First base side. Giving chases Rosario and Rodriguez, and that one goes out of play.
He's the fan there with the...
Good assist with the umbrella.
Michael Shaw will make his way back to first. There goes the runner again, but that's ball 4, so Patrizzi heads over to first base, and the bases are now loaded. That's right, that's 6 batters.
6 batters.
All right.
You got it.
We will go to a break. We'll be back with the bottom half of the inning here on BFA.
1.
Welcome back to Cumberland Dukes Park on the campus of Rowan College of South Jersey, Cumberland. For the College DreamStream Series, game number 1 on Sunday. Hopefully you're having your mimosas. We're on your second or third mimosa. Leading off is Mikey Lapalamento, number 6. As he takes that first pitch over for a strike call. On the mound is Sam Juckett. Juckett out of Paul to 6, stands at 6'3", 220. That pitch is fouled straight back. He's quickly ahead of Lapalamento, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside for a ball. Lapalamento out of Pennsville High School, 5'8", 145. Class of 23 juniors, an outfielder and a catcher. He's got a 3.1 GPA. And a 1-2 pitch. Fastball outside for a ball at 80 miles an hour. So the count evens up at 2-2. I think might be something I've not familiar with. Flashing through the clouds. A little sunlight.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the gym.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Oh, my gosh.
Good look here at the punch-out pitch. Juckett. Dirty.
Jackson Shalleck now with 1 out. Steps into the batter's box. And he's... I believe he said yes, he did. You get that? I think he said he went. Yeah, we'll call it on 1. Yep. Nick helped us out there. Shalleck at Arthur P. Shalleck. Yep, you did see that right. And that ball's lifted to center field. Getting under it and making the grab. Looks like that's number 8, Jake Hunter. It is Jake Hunter out there in center. Nope. The other.
It was Kane.
Kane. The other 8. Mr. Highlight Reel himself.
It's like Dean.
He looks like
Dean.
Pop. No, he looks like Pop. I used to work with his dad.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, over at Kellogg's, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I saw Mikey this morning.
Sad. Kind of like Dean Kane, like Superman.
Yeah, he is. He's Dean Kane. There's no doubt. He probably has an S underneath his shirt. All right, let's get back to business. Here is Wayne Hill with now 2 outs. Steps to the plate. Fastball is high and tight for a ball. It's now 2-0. Wayne Hill out of Millville High School, class of 23 junior, 5'11", 170. Takes that pitch outside for a ball. It's now 3-0. I'm still trying to understand how I said something's poking out and you said the gym. I don't understand.
No, you said
something I haven't seen for a while?
Seen for a while.
Yeah, the gym. Well, that's true. I thought maybe you were looking for patience. I don't know if you could find them either.
Nah,
you didn't.
Not on my
Wayne Hill draws a walk, heads to first base. So have we decided how to say this young man's name yet? I need to go over there and find out. So Nick Pizzeni steps to the plate with 2 outs rather, and a runner at first. As he fouls that first pitch. Nice cut there. Pizzeni, Pennsville, 6', 160. He worked behind the dish yesterday. He's also a right-handed pitcher.
Well, coaches that are either here or watching, you might want to put the stopwatch on 42 over there at first base. This guy is...
There he goes. Here's the throw. And not even close to getting him. He's going to think about going to third, but he decides to stay there.
Well,
playing team ball.
Just watch the jump. I mean, at the end of the day, this guy right here, just watch the jump. Perhaps we can... We'll cue that up.
Yeah, we'll cue it up for next.
I haven't had the coffee just yet. Definitely got a good look at Hill on the steal there.
He got a fantastic jump. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled away. And out of play. So the count now 0-2 with a runner at second base and 2 outs to Nick Pizzeni. So we are in the top half of the top half of the bottom half. And that ball's hit hard to hole for, gets through for a base hit, and Hill will score easily. So an RBI single for Nick Pizzeni.
Good stroke on the baseball here. Finds some grass, goes right up the middle. RBI.
That'll bring up, we decided it was the Big Show or I said the Big Cat, David Rodriguez. JD wants the Big Show. I got the Big Cat, like Andres Galarraga, who played first base. Here's a young man who's just worked hard, and developed himself, shaped his body. Lots of power in his swing. He takes that one high for a ball. It's now 2-0.
Yeah, Rodriguez, he's going to be a terror in the middle of that Millville High lineup from a power standpoint in this offseason, or I should say in this upcoming season.
6'3", 230 out of Millville. Ooh, big swing and a miss there by Rodriguez. Juckett starting to move up the ladder at 82 miles an hour on that fastball. There's 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now evens up at 2-2. Zeta takes his lead at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch. Just hangs out there a bit for a ball, so the count now full at 3-2. I think Juckett might have liked a little bit. Good shot at Pizzeni at first, taking his lead. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Rodriguez goes down swinging. That'll be the first set of 3 here in the bottom half of the inning. So we start the new fresh outs, I should say. Fresh set of outs.
Fresh set of outs. So it's technically the top of the, or I say bottom of the second, technically.
Okay. Technically bottom of the second. All right, bottom of the second inning, we'll call it. That first pitch is over for a strike call for Brent Williams.
But effectively what we're doing, we're playing double innings. So you're going to see on the scoreboard inning 1, inning 2, inning 3, and then the only frame that's a traditional 3 outs is the 7th.
And the 0-1 pitch is fouled away. It's now 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch to Williams. Pounded up the middle. Nice play there at second base to get the runner. That was Silvano over there at second.
Nice job here. See it on the BFA replay. Field your position. Slide and glide. Slide and glide.
Sets himself nice for that throw to get the first out in his bottom half. That'll bring up Alex Rosario. Rosario out of Egg Harbor Township, 5'10", 170, working behind the dish today. He's got a 3.3 GPA. And that 1-0 pitch is low and away for a ball. It's now 2-0. And that 2-0 pitch at 82 miles an hour on the outside corner hits the mark. It's now 2-1.
Heavy hitters going with the red jerseys today. I kind of like it.
Yeah, good colors. I like it. Rosario fouls that one off to the first base side and out of play. Count evens up at 2-2.
You know, we got one of our alumni, too, on working for BFA today. Got Francisco Andino.
Nice to see him. He's grown up to be a
Heavy hitters along, too.
Yeah, yes, sir. Backhanded there by Stam, who throws across the diamond. He does not get him. Rosario beats that one out.
Well, it came up. Good job sticking with it. See some nice glove work here. Slow it down. Goes with a backhand.
Yeah.
Forced backhand by Stam.
That's just.
Ooh. Just got it.
Yeah, just got in there.
Good speed right there.
Yohan Feliz takes a big swing and a miss. The first offering from Juckett. Count 0-1 to Feliz out of Vineland, 5'11", 175. And 0-1 pitch is wide for a ball. Count evens up at 1-1.
It got a little warm.
It is getting a little warm, but it wasn't supposed to be today. It was only supposed to stay in the 60s. Good cut there by Feliz, but fouls that one straight back.
Good showing here today as well. Went with an abbreviated schedule. I mean, with the weather, certainly seemed to be a bit ominous. We're being optimistic too. We'll get 2 games in today, 2 featuring Scanzano teams and 2 featuring heavy hitters.
Oh, good pitch by Juckett as he gets him looking.
Yeah, good location here. I mean, Juckett doing a nice job, too, managing the run game, changing up tempo, and then, yeah, that's a no-doubter.
Sergio draws with 2 outs, and a runner at first base steps into the box and takes that first pitch over for a strike. 79 miles an hour. Sergio draws another great athlete on this heavy hitter squad. Swings and misses at that pitch. It's now 0-2.
So, again, another awesome event hosted by Rowan College of South Jersey, Cumberland. We got Widener University represented here today. Noah Clement in the house.
Count now 0-2 to draws. Alex Rosario takes his lead at first as Juckett checks him. And the 0-2 pitch, and there he goes. There's the throw, and beats it. He's safe on the throw.
Real good jump there. Just all around great. Fundamental baseball. And we also have Steve Adkins in the house all the way from the University of Massachusetts. So we're going to be kind of rotating some of the college coaches on the phone. I should say on the phone, on the air here with us.
Making a call to the pen?
Yeah, we're going to make a call.
All right.
Make a call to the pen. Yesterday we had Rutgers Camden in the house. Rowan University had stopped by. All guys, we appreciate taking the drive. And then, of course, all of the college coaches who subscribe to our channel and the ones that had reached out directly asking for rosters of the players, the live stream. So lots of good video yesterday, both on the field and then defensive part of the showcase. So really good opportunity for a lot of these guys, and as they watch it back, encourage them, the parents, cut this video up. You're going to have coaches that show interest, and they're going to ask, yeah, you got any video? Well, none better than in-game here.
Now 1-2 pitch is pounded foul to third base side.
Oh, man.
He's laughing, but
he knows he's getting it.
He is getting it. You can hear it. Count remains 1-2 to Sergio draws. Once again, a runner at second base and 2 outs. And that count, that pitch is outside and low for a ball. It's now 2-2.
That's what we call the walk of shame.
Yeah.
That's an E10 right there. Full count now.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, so that will end the inning. And we will be going to the top half of the second inning with situational baseball. coming your way right here on BFA. All right, we're moved to the top half of the second inning, or actually just technically the third, and we're going to go into situational baseball now. New pitcher on the mound for heavy hitter 17U is Sergio Draz. As he faces Matt Stam, a.k.a. Harrison. That first pitch is over for a strike call, and God forbid if it is actually Harrison. And Scanzano gave me the wrong name on the paper.
We've got a bus back here to throw people underneath. But good to be back in the booth here after
hey, it disappeared.
Nice little grounds crew work.
Oh, Draz. Lighting it up at 84 miles an hour.
Whew. Only a sophomore.
I know, I was looking at that. Only a sophomore
Only
at Millville.
Sophomore.
Yeah, so. Draz staying at 5'9", 150, bringing a lot of velo out of that.
So I saw the cut he posted on Twitter yesterday where we were singing his praises. That was not a fluke. This kid is good.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. We were talking about that when you were you were playing, what do you want to call that? Grounds crew?
Play-Doh?
Some Play-Doh over there?
Well, listen, dude, he's pushing 84, and that's out of the stretch.
Yep.
And he's staying consistent with it as well. So, again, situational baseball, runner at second base and one out. And ball's pounded to third. Checks the runner and throws it across the diamond, and Rodriguez picks it out.
So from our point of view, this is why I personally love the situation. So runner on second, one out. The last place you want to put it, and it's no one's fault. It's learning experience. The last place you want to put it is the left side. At minimum, if you're going to ground out, you want to move the guy up. So something for these kids to learn is, hey, at minimum, that guy's got to get to third.
Now with two outs, Colin Ahart takes first pitch high for a ball. Again, 82 miles an hour in a fastball. So we've seen 82, 83, 84 right now out of Draz. Sophomore.
I will say this: we need to get.
I'm wondering why there's some college coaches. I'm sorry, I got to cut you off, and I got to get this in. There's college coaches that they're asking for like a little dab rag or drooling. Pitches outside.
I live 3.5 minutes away from Millville High School, so that's sort of like my home recruiting area where I don't have to go far to see games.
A lot of talent
That's
to pick from.
just in my little corner, and I think with Draws and Hill and Mulheron, Shapiro, I don't think I'm going to be by myself for the next few
Rodriguez.
years. I'm going to be battling for position.
His squad's going to be good.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
So, fun times. Look, they've had great teams in recent years, so this shouldn't be a surprise. And I'll say this: it goes to the organizations like Heavy Hitters, the local leagues as well. Just how they're keeping these kids in the game. A lot of times, some leagues can take it too serious. You see some horror stories out there, but Millville and the baseball people there, they do it right.
Count now 2-1 A Hart. I thought that would hit him, but it didn't, as it got away. Now working behind the dish is Nick Zenny, working in the battery with Draws.
Gave Zenny the choice. I was like, hey, do you want me to put some stuff down where you're at? And he goes, no. So,
did you ask him how to say his name?
no.
Oh,
I just said Nick.
All right. Pitch is fouled away. It's not that hard, though. I think it's Pizzeni. Remember we were saying
I say
we're saying Pizzeni.
Yeah, just say it really fast.
I'm going to catch him. They're on a break.
We could just say, yeah, nice job, Zenny. See if he looks.
We'll call him Zen.
Perfect. Zen.
Count now 3-2 to Colin A. Hart. Now with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball pounded to third. Oh, that one gets by Dane Thomas and goes out to left field. And a run will score. It's now 2-1. Scanzano 22s.
Tough play. One of my roles when I was on staff here was control, kind of organizing the defense, and just took a quick peek at Thomas before that play. He takes 2 steps back and 2 steps to his left. That thing's right at him and in front of him. But where he normally plays, it's a little too tight. So it's just little things that these guys will kind of learn as they move up, is how important 1 step back or even 1 step over can help you make a play. And big picture, that cost them a run. So it's amazing how those little things can change the tide of a game.
And Dane Thomas played a real nice third base yesterday. To your point, those steps that you talked about, he was actually doing yesterday. Yeah, making a lot of good plays yesterday.
Again, that's why I've seen him do it. So it's not it's within his arsenal.
Right.
It's just
Oh.
Nice job there by Draws. But it's in his arsenal. But again, once you start moving up the levels, that has to happen every day. Versus, all right, today I did it, or yesterday I did it, today I didn't do it. It's got to be an everyday thing.
That pitch is over for a strike call to Brett Kane. Count now goes to 1-2. So we have the BFA coaches cam right here.
It's funny seeing base runners and the different ways that things are taught. You see who's that over there? I think that's A-Hart at first. You see where he's setting up. He's setting up behind the bag. When I was in school, I was told, now I think he's the best base running coach in America. His name's Sean Pender. He actually did Tom and Mansky videos on base running.
Here he goes. Strike 3 struck him out, and I guess that really doesn't matter because that was the 3rd out of the inning, or the 3rd out of the situation. The situation.
Yeah.
Situation.
The situation. Yeah. That's 3.
What do we got, Coach?
What's up, Harry? Bugs Buddy.
Yep.
All right, so our next situation.
Still got a runner at second, 1 out. Essentially, he's trying to give them an opportunity to have 3 outs to play through.
Okay. All right. That fastball, swing and a miss by Jimmy Salvano.
But, he would tell us, hey, move towards the infield grass. For him, it was a visual thing. It looks like you're not too far away from the bag.
Yeah.
You saw A-Hart right there. He's behind the bag. So that's a cool thing about this sport, is there's different methods that lead to success. So.
Yeah, pitches inside for a ball, 81 miles an hour. Coming out of the arm of Draws.
See if you can drive the run in. Again, the last place it has to go to is the left side. Just at minimum, move the runner.
Ooh, nice pitch. Breaking ball at 72. Gets him to swing and miss. The count now 1-2 to Jimmy Salvano. I know it says Zachary, but we never got it. It was a last minute, so I don't want my brother from another getting all angry. Because it is Zachary on the roster. And John and I had a conversation about it. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Salvano goes down swinging now. Gonna do a little, get a little change at second. Now 2 outs. I'll bring up Alex Moreno.
I'd like to mandate adjustable hats for travel ball.
Why?
Well, I mean, Sergio's dealing right now, but the hat is killing me. Look at this.
Whoop. That might be part of his thing, though. That pitch is high for a ball.
If that's a thing, I don't know. So I'd put that in. I don't know who I have to call, but mandate adjustable hats. Aren't they back in style? Adjustable, like the trucker hats, all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
So here we are, man. It all comes full circle.
Mr. Fashion himself chimes in.
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what. The first fitted hat I ever got for baseball was college. I had adjustable hats all the way through. Never had a fitted hat. I thought it was the coolest thing. They asked for my size. I said, "This is big time." Yeah. So these kids are spoiled.
That 2-0 pitch is high inside for ball. It's now 3-0 to Alex Moreno. And with a runner at second base and 2 outs.
Green light.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Why not?
Showcase. Got a runner in scoring position. Let it rip.
There goes the runner. Here's the throw and a good one by Pizzeni. I believe that's Pizzeni working behind a dish. Nice throw. Here it is again on the BFA Instant Replay.
Just a nice job maneuvering around the right-handed batter here. And just threw an absolute strike.
Good tag by Thomas. That'll take you out to the bottom half of the inning. We'll be back here on BFA. All right, we move to the bottom of the second inning. Sam Juckett back on the mound. His battery mate is number 44, Michael Shaw, behind the dish. And leading off the bottom of the second is Dane Thomas. At Pennsville High School, 5'10", 215. He's a class of 22 senior in the first pitch. It's a fastball high for a ball at 81 miles an hour from Juckett.
I was able to see him right behind the dish last inning. Pretty imposing. Tall, just falls right at you.
That's right, you had a bird's eye view behind the
terrific
L
view.
screen there.
Yeah.
Count now 2-0 to Dane Thomas. Runner at second base, I should mention, as we're back into situational baseball again in the bottom half. And the count goes to 3-0 to Dane Thomas. So runner at second base and
1 out.
1 out.
1 out.
Yeah, 1 out, right?
We're going to keep preaching it. Stay away from the left side.
You can keep doing it, keep doing it. I like it. No, you got to. And Dane Thomas draws a walk. And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 6, Mikey Lapalamento.
There we go.
I had to look at it for a little bit.
There we go.
Been a good name for Harry Cows back in the day.
Oh,
That pitch is high for ball. Show a little bunt action, huh?
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Let's see if he drops one, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the other part of running these situations. So you start an inning knowing, like, all right, this is how it's going to go. Play it out. How's the defense react? How's the batter react? All those things.
Yeah.
It's a huge win to be able to get this on video.
Oh, and he drops a beautiful one back at the pitcher. Covering over at first, not in time as Lapalamento will be safe, and here comes a run. As Draz scores, Thomas moves up to third. Lapalamento at second.
So that one is for the anti-bunt crowd.
But an effective one there.
But no, all jokes aside, that's what bunting does. It puts pressure on the defense. Sometimes you don't want to give up the out. And again, once you get into the college and professional ranks, those plays are made. But at our level, that's winning baseball. Just putting the ball in play, making the defense make a play. What Jockett's got to do there, and again, they're going to work on it once they get into the practices and whatnot. But throw has to stay inside of the base to give your second baseman a chance. He's a little bit of a moving target, so as long as it's on the inside part of the base, you give him a chance.
All right, Jackson Shallock. This should be a good matchup here between Shallock and Juckett. That pitch is low and away for a ball.
Shallock absolutely annihilated the baseball yesterday over the left field.
Deep drive to the left. One hopper to the fence.
I'm going to say it again. The legend of Arthur P.
Took a pretty good hack at that one, but just missed connecting. That one's fouled away. Count now 1-2 to Jackson Shallock. Wood runners at second and third, and 1 out. There's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking pitch at 72, and Shallock goes down swinging.
You kind of felt it there. Juckett was just trying to get his rhythm back. He was getting the ball and firing, sometimes, as a younger hitter, you don't feel that. But as he starts to mature a little bit, take time. You find yourself down 0-2 before you even blink. Step out, regroup, and battle with 2 strikes. Nice shot by Juckett. He wants to get back into his rhythm. So, good job on his end.
Wayne Hill swings and misses on that 1-0 pitch. It's now 1-1 to him. 2 outs. And runner still at second and third.
So I just heard from Coach Clement. How about a squeeze situation here?
I'll take it.
With his kid's wheels?
I'll take it.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. On away for a ball. Are we joining the booth yet by Noah Clement?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh,
Hello.
good. You were saying? You were talking about the squeeze situation?
Yeah, I mean, you got a plus speed guy at the plate. You got both corners back. Even if you could really pick your poison. You could bang it over to first base. He's obviously safe at first, and wet ball. Runner on third gets a good jump. He's there. 10 out of 10 times, even with 2 outs.
Noah Clement at a Widener University.
Yes, sir. Great to be
Sound
here.
like a coach.
He is. It's weird. He's a former Roadrunner, so this is proof that a Duke and a Roadrunner can coexist.
Absolutely. It's always a fun matchup playing you guys.
But let's not talk about the last game you played against us. I don't think that ball's landed yet.
That was.
Yeah.
Now we're getting dirty. Here we go.
The JJ walk-off homer at Kane. That was a bomb.
Yeah, it was an absolute.
Nick Pizzeni swings at that 77-mile-an-hour fastball coming from Juckett. It's now 0-1 to him.
It looked like we were at Topgolf.
Yes.
Like, they just absolutely deposited that.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
Had a little backspin.
It
Just looked like it was going
terrific.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And the 0-1 pitch is fouled off.
I think I broke my coach's helmet in the dugout after that one.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I don't
it was.
blame you. It's like down the stretch, J.J. Gonzaroli for us was just the hottest hitter, probably one of the hottest hitters in the country. He was unbelievable.
Good kid. Good kid.
Great kid.
That pitch is fouled to plate. Pizzeni threw out the runner at third base. Nice job by him last half inning.
It just goes to show, I mean, I know Noah and I are speaking of, but just like the baseball in our area, South Jersey, Mid-Atlantic areas, you've got the heavy hitters here with Scanzano. Just good baseball all around. These two teams are again, it's a little bit of a showcase setting. We're putting them in manufactured situations. But these two teams are competing, and it hasn't been bad baseball.
Not at all.
At all. This weekend has not been bad baseball. So, I hate that some of the bigger schools are now dipping into our area, but it just goes to show how much talent has been here for a really long time.
It's actually, it's remarkable. Just per capita, the amount of talent, and then you look even on the pro level, guys in the minor leagues, guys in the big leagues, coming out of South Jersey and Southeast PA. Some big time top prospects now too. It's really special, and even in the travel circuit, it's just good ball. There's a good program every 20 minutes away, and good high school ball, man.
Yeah, it's really picked up. I just remember when I was in school, a kid at our high school committed to Rutgers, and that was like dynamite.
Yeah,
can't get any better than that. Now we've got kids at Duke, Virginia, UNC.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty special.
Yeah, I mean the word gets out, and I always say this to guys. I mean, South Jersey guys, it's just a little different. They're just a little different, and I don't really know what it is. There's just an edge wherever they go or wherever they end up, whether they go to a big time school or
Good talk.
third out, and they go to a big time school and they show out, and I think there's just an attitude, maybe chip on the shoulder that comes with South Jersey guys, especially if they go down south. But even if they don't get the opportunity and they end up at the JUCO level, I mean, you look at what Cumberland and what Gloucester, Mercer, all these programs do. They just put guys places and they go out and they perform. They go out and win jobs, and they're impact players right away. And it's a testament to not only the players but also the coaching around here in South Jersey. They're just really good coaches.
Well said. I agree. Now you're part of it.
I am. It's been weird on this side, but I'm enjoying every moment of it. I just want to grab a bat sometimes.
Got a pitching change here to let everybody know. Blake Weinstein out of Cherokee. Now on the mound for Scanzano 22s.
Nice job by Juckett. He just pounded the zone, attacked. Again, in the manufactured situations, I thought he performed well.
He did.
Didn't get too over, didn't try to do too much. Just stayed within himself in the stretch, in the windup, and performed well.
And defensively a little unlucky. So nothing was really hit hard, right? So a little bit of a wet ball, but again, to your point earlier, you got to learn to play with that situation because it's part of the game. And
analytics would love him. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I think he threw the ball really well.
Yeah,
and,
he sure did.
For a guy his size, he's 6'3", 220. He is an athletic kid, and I think when you look at a pitcher with his size, a lot of guys tend to lack that mobility, tend to lack that arm action. It comes later, but he's kind of got it right away, and he's going to throw really, really hard someday. And I know I would bet he throws a little harder than he showed today. Late in the fall, if you're throwing 83 late in the fall, you got some more in the tank. So really good outing from him.
All right, so now we move to that second half. No, wait, we actually have one out. Okay.
Well,
new set. We got a new set. Yeah. Right, that's right. So we got a runner at second base and one out. David Rodriguez now steps to the plate.
Big Show.
To face Big Show. I called him Big Cat. Come on, we got to go back to Andres Galarraga.
Yeah.
I got to see him get in.
I hated Andre
Big
Scott. I loved him, but I hated him at the same time.
He ended up on the Braves, so I did not
Well,
like him.
okay. But I just didn't like him because he was a Philly killer.
Yeah.
Expos, right? Right? Wait.
No,
Yeah.
started out with
Colorado.
finished
That's
with the
right.
Braves.
Colorado. That's right. I corrected myself.
yeah.
There's a shot
Big
to
show.
deep left center field. Taking it back. That ball is off the fence. Hill will score, and Rodriguez put a Oppo Taco charge into that one on the first pitch offered by Blake Weinstein.
So this is what I was pining for all day yesterday, was just somebody to get, on their backside and drive the ball to the opposite gap. First pitch there, big cat.
No. I was just about to tell you. It's time for Big Show, because this was a big show right here. Here it is.
But I'll go Big Cat, and for the rest of the day we'll go Big Show. But I was pining for this all day. Runners scoring position. Somebody's got to dig into one, drive it in the opposite field, and there he did it. One hop the fence, and got himself RBI double.
As soon as he stepped in the box, all I said was I want to see him get into one. He certainly did.
Good cut right there.
Saw him step in the box his first at bat, and I was like, this is a guy who he uses the ground very well, and he gets the most out of his swing.
He's imposing.
Yeah, going Oppo about 370 feet. That's pretty darn good, wouldn't you say?
Look, when I call you the Big Show, that's
Perfect walk-up song.
Yeah, that's his walk-up
I
song.
hear it now, resonating through my head.
David, if you pull this clip up, when I go to Mike Trout Field this spring, I need to hear that as your walkout.
All right, the count's now 0-2 to Brent Williams, with David Rodriguez at second base after that absolute bomb he hit to left center.
Love seeing guys shoot the opposite field gap. It's one of my favorite things to see as a hitter, because that means you're just on time and you trust yourself. A lot of guys will, go out and get balls and shoot their pull gap, which is great, but you really do have to have a good feel for as a hitter to be able to shoot that oppo gap, and you got to trust your hands, and he certainly does.
There's a shot to right field, taking it deep. That ball is off the fence. Brent Williams put a charge in that one. Here comes David Rodriguez. He's going to score, and Williams goes into second with a stand-up double.
Yeah, Williams on the first two pitches had really good swings. He fouled the first pitch back. It just looked like he was comfortable. I think this looked low and away, so he went with it, drove it deep to right. What Weinstein has to do here, obviously you got back-to-back doubles. He just has to regroup, get strike one, and build off of that. But you can't rely on the pass, and there you go. Nice job by him, coming right back.
You said that a couple times, get strike one, and I think that is something that's, especially in this day and age, kind of gone by the wayside. A lot of guys looking at velo, looking at command. It's like, hey, get it over, get yourself in a good position to attack a hitter, and you can't do that without getting strike one. And you recruit. I mean, when you look at guys, you want to see guys filling the zone up. You want to see guys challenging hitters, because that's something you could work with. Exactly. You can't work with 88 to the backstop. You can. It might just take a little bit longer, but command plays, man, at every level.
All right, Alex Rosario now. A runner at second base. That pitch is high for a ball. Yeah, Williams going again opposite way. These guys are, true to their name, heavy hitters.
No doubt.
Big-time hitters, big-time hitters.
Here's 2-1 pitch. There's a
Good
one
read.
hopper to short. Over to first. Oh, and it gets through. Stam fielded that ball well, but unfortunately gets through. So now runners at first and third, and one out.
Tell you what, as a base runner on second base, that is such a hard read, and Williams did a great job. Line drive right at you, freezing and getting back just in case, and then able to pick up third on the throw. Very good read.
So this is going to sound weird. This is, and all the recruiters here, this is where you want to see Scanzano just relax, come back. You're in a double play situation. At Weinstein, you're just trying to get a ground ball. Obviously, this inning hasn't gone the way you want, but if he gets a ground ball, it shows more than if. Oh, here we go.
Lapalamento jumps on the first pitch, and he's safe.
He heard me.
Williams stays at third.
He heard my
I guess he
request
did.
for a double play, and he was like, nope, not today. But that was a situation where, okay, deep breath, throw yourself a ground ball, just had an error on the field, no problem. Get the next one, turn it double play, and you're in the dugout.
Johan Feliz lifts one to right field, hit pretty darn deep, and that ball's taking it way back. Here comes Williams. He will tag and score.
A great approach.
And Lapalamento moves over to third.
Tell you what, even with the infield back, he was looking to do damage. He's got him on the ropes, and even though he could settle for a ground ball for an RBI, he was still looking to get the ball in the air and drive it into the outfield, make something happen.
Johan Feliz, only a sophomore, showing some pop. He's an impressive young man.
That ball carried.
It did. Very deep. And come right back with Sergio Draز to plate.
I think it was a bad idea that we're streaming this game. Just going to say that out loud. Bad idea.
Yeah. J.D. Diamco arrested for tampering with BFA Live Sports YouTube site.
For the safety of your equipment, I think we should just pack it in right now. Let the kids play, but we're just going to pack it all up.
Count now 1-1 to Sergio Draز. Some good baseball going, as you said earlier. Really good baseball.
Noah, you can get A through L, and I'll take the rest.
And one bounces up there, and here comes Lapalamento. He'll score. It's now a 6-2 ball game in favor of the heavy hitters.
A through L, what did I miss?
Yeah, we'll shut the stream off.
Okay.
You got to take A through L.
Works for me.
I'll take M through Z.
Works for me.
And we all leave happy.
Do you think the other college coaches that are watching are going to accept that?
Probably
I
not.
don't think so.
Snooze, you lose. Snooze, you lose. No.
There's a ball lifted to center field. Brett Kane gets underneath it and makes the grab.
Nice job by Weinstein there, finishing up.
Yeah. Still through strikes. Yep. Still challenging guys, and that's how you get it. That's how you get guys out.
All right, we'll move to the top of the third. 6-2 in favor of heavy hitters over Scanzano 22s. We'll be back here on BFA. All right, welcome back. We're at the top of the third inning. Is Mr. Talkative over here, J.D. Diamco.
We're just talking about when
it's got a new buddy over here with Noah Cumberland.
Yeah, some old memories.
That's good. It's good to reminisce.
Yeah.
Let's quickly talk about Dane Thomas is now on the mound for heavy hitters. Delivers that first pitch to Alex Moreno, fouls that one off. Go right back to it, man. Talk away.
Oh no, we were
People can do it with their eyes. I don't have to.
We had an elimination game. I think it was an 18.
18, yep.
We lost on a walk-off missile. That was the beginning of the SpaceX ideas. Elon was there, but no, we've had battles throughout the years. So we were just reminiscing about Noah's last game against Cumberland, which tons of backstory for that we were just kind of going through. So.
That pitch is fouled away. So the situation here is a runner at third and one out. Let me just double check. Third. Runner at third, one out.
I think there was a good amount of time during that season where we were 1-2.
Nice breaking pitch. Got him. Sorry.
Pitch. No.
Sorry, Noah. I'm going to chalk right over you on that one.
Feel free. That's a hammer.
It's a really good pitch.
It's my first time seeing Dane Thomas, and I like what I see so far.
No doubt.
A nice little. All right. Yeah, Thomas showed well at the dish, playing a good third base, and pretty eager to see him. Pitch on the mound there.
That pitch is fouled to third base side.
Yeah, no, to your point, I think it was you. So we were 1-2 basically the whole year.
Yeah.
You guys came down here. Our first baseline was completely jacked up. We had a little issue with the seat. I remember I saw him as soon as he got off the van, walk directly to the line and looked at it. I'm like, you, come on, man.
That sounds exactly like
something
I
was
would
like,
do.
come on, it's jacked up. I know.
Yeah.
But grass baselines, just something you got to deal with.
No doubt. I actually really enjoyed playing here. It's a
Check
very
swing flare. That's a base hit to left field. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
I was going to say, Alex Rosario did a nice job of blocking that last pitch, is saving a run, but a little check swing flare to left field gets the run across.
Just a nice job by Hunter. Obviously, it was a check swing, but stayed on it. You know, sometimes when you get ahead of the ball or you're just so eager to swing, you kind of get around it. But there you can see he was staying on it. And check swing happens.
Hitterish.
But it just enough to get over.
There goes the runner. Rosario holds that one back. He could get the great grip. But we saw some great catchers yesterday.
Yeah, they did really
Clement
well.
wasn't here, but man, they'll tell you right now, you don't want it.
They did very well.
Very, very well.
Love to hear it.
I won't say any names because I know
No,
JD's
you
holding
go
it
ahead.
back.
You can go ahead.
I'm not going to say a word.
I'll do
It's
my own
fine.
research.
There's a ball lifted to left center field going the opposite way, taking Wayne Hill back, and he makes the grab.
It's a great jump.
Dude, I'm telling you, he made it look routine.
Yep.
That's like watching pro ball right there.
His first step was spot on, perfect route efficiency, just right to the ball.
Jeez.
That
ball was hit well.
It was.
Wayne had, again, we mentioned it yesterday, had just an absolute dynamite sophomore season at Millville. It got to a point where I was asking the coaches to bench him 2 days a week. But, look, he's going to have a great year again, and I'll be surprised if he's still uncommitted at the end of this year.
All right, looks like new fresh set of outs. So we now we go back to the runner at third, Doug? Should be back runner at third, one out, maybe. That pitch is over for a strike call. Michael Shaw at the plate.
Just looking for something to elevate.
And that 0-1 pitch is high for a ball. It's now 1-1. And that 1-1 pitch just misses. It's now 2-1. Now, I'm just thinking as you guys are going back and forth, I think maybe there's a podcast in the future here. What do you think?
Hey, if we can get a sponsor.
I mean, because you guys got both faces for radio, so I thought maybe do a podcast instead. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My wife would agree.
I needed that one today. I woke up with some allergies. Looked in the mirror. Scary sight, man.
You got it.
Video killed the radio star.
Oh wow! Look at you throwing one out.
Yeah.
A little '80s reference.
I mean, I think if we do a podcast, there's going to be some video work in there. I don't know.
80s pop culture coming through. Oh, my gosh.
I'm here for it.
Why not?
I'm here for it.
All right, so now we have runners at first and third with one out, and Sam Juckett steps into the batter's box. Face Dane Thomas.
Just got to be able to keep this guy on first to keep the double play in line.
Yep.
Pitch is low and away for a ball.
I do love the infield in, though, from heavy hitters. You know, that's respecting your opponent. They know that Scanzano can come back at any time and just put together good at-bats. So really challenging the hitter to put a ball in the air to beat you.
Count now 2-0 to Juckett. And the 2-0 pitch is chopped softly to third. It's going to be a tough play for everybody. Hunter scores.
A little bit of a tough hop there, too.
It looked like I had some spin on it. Chuck got around it. One thing is what Williams can learn from that is just got to attack it. That's the only play you have is to attack it, run through it, make a running throw. Looked like he tried to set himself to field it in front of him and then get going. The only play there is just to go through it.
Good rule of thumb, too. You know, you see ball chopped inside the hitter's circle around home plate. Your first step's got to be in. You got to come hard, especially with I don't know if the ball's still wet, but you got a wet ball. You got to get to it as quick as you can, find a seam and fire. Definitely a tough play either way. But that's, like you said, it's the only chance you really got.
Talk about attacking. Here's a young man right here in Don Patrizzi who attacks the baseball defensively and offensively.
And offensively, yep.
At Cherokee High School. And it's now 3-0. I'm sure in this setting he's getting a green light.
Where's he heading? Is he heading to Lehigh, Lafayette, one of the two?
I think it's Lehigh.
Lehigh.
That's a good get.
Lehigh.
Good get for them. Good fit.
Yeah.
Curious to know if he's looking to go in engineering. They're pretty known for their engineering school.
Well, I was just, so every year, St. Joe and Lehigh would play each other, flip-flop sites.
Sure.
Awesome place to play. You got the mountains behind the outfield.
I went to school up that way. Not at Lehigh, though.
Oh, okay.
No, it was Allentown College of St. Francis de Sales back when I went. And they changed the name when I left because, it became a real school after I left. Not that it wasn't a real school back then, but they said, we get rid of the crud, and now we can we can establish ourselves.
They redid the curriculum.
Yeah, they redid the curriculum.
All the snuff
what
out.
A great school, man. Yeah. It totally looks different. I loved it up there.
Yeah.
In the hills, talk about, just walking to class, the big hot air balloons coming through, all the color. Oh, my God, dude.
Cool
It was,
sight.
oh, my God.
So, Lehigh, I was an idiot.
We're all admitting our faults here on this live stream.
Lehigh, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was old enough, so I'm just going to say I was old enough. I tried dip for the first time on the way up. Not smart.
Oh.
And of course, that's a game that I pinch hit in, and I was not ready.
Boy, you were.
Yep, struck out on 4 pitches. Yeah, fun.
Going back, my first experience was on a beach at Fort Myers, and
it's not a good experience.
don't do it on a beach. That's for sure.
Don't do it on a van on the way up.
Don't do it.
Yeah, but peer pressure.
Yeah.
The guys were like, "Hey, you're the only one who hasn't done it yet." Blah, 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 blah. So I was like, "Yeah, give me a small bang."
Bang.
So, fun Lehigh experience.
That campus is nice, too. It's good school.
Oh, so yeah,
it's good school.
Fundraising, we worked the Lehigh Lafayette game, which football, that's the big rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Dom is headed to it's a really good educational institution.
Yep.
But 2, he's going to get the full collegiate experience. So good for him. He deserves it. He's a great kid, great player, and he's going to be the Mountain Hawks. Mountain Hawks. So
Is that what they're called?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
thought
Mountain Hawks.
they weren't always, right? The Stam goes down swinging. I thought it had something to do with the. Man, did they had to change their mascot when I went back there? I know it wasn't that then. I'm not saying it's not now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you think about it, the Sales changed theirs. They were Centaurs, and now they're Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when did that happen?
When you left,
True.
they were just like, okay,
They did.
we got all
Clean the
them
place
out.
up. They're like, now we can reestablish our identity. Get rid of Fisher. All right, Colin Ahart now at the plate. That pitch is high for a ball. And a lot of great friends trying to get together for homecoming. I'm supposed to work now. What? People don't like me? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. That was entertaining back then too, Doug. At least I thought it. Thought it was entertaining now, but anyway. Colin Ahart now with a 2-1 count. He faces Dane Thomas. It's now a 6-4 ball game, favor of heavy hitters. So creeping back into this one.
You see a little bit of Anthony Rizzo in his load from the right side, but he does get himself in a good position. There's a pop up.
Popped up to this first base side, giving chase.
Ooh.
Oh, so that one falls safely, and a run will score.
So I was watching the base runners there, and I they're going to get coached on with them. They play for a really good program. The runners got to run hard. You never know what happens there. Ahart might end up at second or head towards second. You had some players jogging through the plate. If Ahart gets tugged out at second and you haven't crossed the plate yet, your run doesn't count. So that's just a quick tip there for all the kids. Is no matter what, you hear this every day, you got to run hard on the bases no matter what's going on.
No doubt.
All right, that'll do it for this half inning. We'll go to a break. We'll be back here on BFA with more baseball. All right, we move to the bottom of the third inning. Situational baseball again. Runner at third. I thought he said runner at first, but a runner at third and one out. As Dane Thomas is at the plate and swings and misses at that offering from Blake Weinstein.
It's a good cut. Yep. Tell you what, this situational stuff is absolutely awesome. This is what I want to see. I want to see how a hitter is in a situation with a man on third and less than 2 outs. That's so important because if you can't get that job done, you're going to lose a lot of baseball games. And it's a one way to score a run where you don't need to do anything crazy. You just got to play the game.
And that 0-1 pitch misses the mark for a ball. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, it's what we were discussing with Doug yesterday. It's a little bit of a change of pace for these kids because they want to play for the W and they want to play straight up baseball. But ultimately, the purpose of this is so guys like Noah and some of the other coaches here see these kids in this situation and they get almost an accurate look at how these kids are going to react in certain situations. So,
well, it's almost like baseball and Red Bull.
Exactly.
I mean, it's actually stimulating them at the same time because it's almost like changing the mindset. We can start with fresh outs. Now you're kind of being forced into this situation, and it piques their interest too, and piques their level of play.
Absolutely. And if you're a hitter and you're in that spot, your approach depends on obviously a couple of things: the pitcher and also the defense. You got infield in. You're looking for something you can handle. I know myself when I was a hitter, man on third, I would always cut my swing down no matter what I was doing, even if I was trying to hit a fly ball, because you could just be so much quicker to the ball and get your job done. And that was always my role. You know, obviously big power guys, you want to get your A swing off sometimes early in the count.
There goes. Here comes the runner on that pitch. It gets away, and heavy hitters comes back. Puts another run on the board. It's now 7-5.
Any way to get an RBI is a good way to get an RBI. So if you got to cut down on your swing to make something happen, that's what you got to do.
All right, Mikey Lapalamento. Did I say that right?
You got it.
Lapalamento. I like it. It's like a Mickey Morandini name.
Yeah,
Actually, even better than Mickey Morandini name.
Oh, I don't know about
Lapalamento.
that.
It's a better name. Come on, it's better than Mickey Morandini.
Harry just threw up in his
There it
grave.
is. Oh, man.
Yeah, he just threw up in his grave.
That
Well, I
puts it over for a strike.
can't tell you how many times we're at events like this where you could say, man, I wish he would have somebody on base. You know, I want to see him drive some runs in. Or, on the flip side, I want to see how he handles come throwing out of the stretch. So, you know, when Doug reached out, I imagine he reached out to a ton of coaches to get their feedback on this. That was part of it, was, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think? Perfect. Please put somebody on second. Please put somebody on third. And all this. And it also gives the coaches, look, these coaches are, first Scanzano and heavy hitters, are communicating a lot with the NCAAs and the other college coaches that are here.
Oh, what a move by
nice
Weinstein.
job. And there it is. See, perfect. Perfect for, uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know.
No, he got him. What?
I thought he was saying delay a game. He was tapping the top of his
Yeah,
head.
delay a game. Funny awesome.
But look, now you see Weinstein shows off his move, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be part of his arsenal.
Wow.
Nice job.
Drop the tag.
Yeah. Nice
Good
job
call.
by him. But you know, you can manipulate your lineup and say, hey, can I? You know, I'm looking at Wayne right now. Hey, can I see Wayne with a runner on third? Perfect, Wayne, step up.
That ball's ripped down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Run is going to score. Lapalamento crosses the plate, and Jackson Shalleck, as advertised, rakes another baseball.
What a great approach right there.
I put those lines down, so yeah, it's fair.
It was fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Definitely fair. I'm sitting right on the line. Got some chalk.
You didn't do any chew before you did that.
No,
yeah, no, I was going to say. All right,
absolutely not.
all right.
Those days are done, and they were short days.
A little dip.
What happened?
before the,
what happened was I said never again. I struck out on 4 pitches, which I hate striking out at the beginning, but
You were dizzy.
4 pitches.
You were probably blue at the plate.
I don't think my name got announced. It happened that quick.
The pitch is fouled by Wayne Hill.
The PA announcer scratched his ankle, looked up, and I was already walking back to the dugout. That was fun. But no, nice job. Jackson Shalleck, he showed some juice there, hitting the ball to left center, and then this time it goes with the pitch off his backside down the right field line, man.
He saw that deep.
Yep.
And
Showing
that's
a lot of
awesome to
range.
see.
Look, when you got the legend of Arthur P. behind you,
We were talking yesterday.
yeah,
Ryan
every-
Schumacher said there was some family, like a bunch of families
Yep.
sitting there. So
Pittsgrove royalty,
there you go.
Camelot.
Good cut. He's right. Man, Wayne Hill just missed that one. He taps himself on the shoe, knowing he was on it. Yep.
Those are tough, but if you're fouling straight back, that's a good sign. If you're going to foul it off, you want to foul it straight back, you're right on time.
Swing and a miss. They tag him for the out.
I'll tell you what, if Wayne keeps trending the way he is, he's going to have to learn how to manage those off-speed pitches. His name's out there now, so the fastballs, they're going to be a rarity for him. He's got to work on those off-speed, staying calm, understanding that no one's really going to challenge him moving forward, and he's got to adjust.
And again, that was the off-speed pitch that he fouled straight back too, even though he struck out.
Yep.
But he was definitely on it, and probably got himself a little too cranked up.
The hitters that we're seeing here for heavy hitters, their names are going to go out there, and fastballs are going to be rare. They're going to rarely see the fastball. And look, as they move up, scouting reports are going to be even more detailed, and they're just going to have to learn. It's just maturing as a hitter, understanding what you have to work on, and go off of that.
And that's why, not all baseball players are great athletes, but the best are. And the reason why that is because they can make in-game, in-at-bat adjustments as quickly as possible. And that's such an important aspect of college baseball, especially, like you said, with the deeper scouting reports and stuff like that. You got to know as a hitter your weaknesses. I mean, you could be great at your strengths, but you also have to be very aware of your weaknesses, whether we're eliminating pitches or waiting for a mistake. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get pitched to your weaknesses.
Count now 3-1 and Nick Pizzani. The runner at second base. That breaking pitch hangs up there just a bit for ball 4.
Yeah, to your point, Noah, mentioned it yesterday. It's my favorite thing to do is whenever you're struggling as a pitcher, if you feel like you're getting knocked around a lot, or as a hitter, if you feel like you're missing out on, I would ask my teammates, like, hey, what are the flaws? If you were to pitch against me, what would you throw? These are the guys that see you every day.
Yeah.
And, I remember just being out in BP and just hearing the pitchers mumble when our guys are struggling in a specific round. Like, that's where I would pitch you.
Absolutely.
And I would grab that pitcher and be like, don't tell it to each other.
Yeah.
I was like, go tell him that.
Let me know.
So, it's almost just checking your ego at the door and just asking for help. And that's the thing that these kids will learn as they move up. The more you ask for help, the better you'll be.
No doubt.
A lot of times these kids will be proud and try to figure out on their own. But the more you ask for help, not just from your coaches but from your teammates as well, it creates a nice little bond.
I think in most cases, I think sometimes teammates,
Oh, they might have got him again with just the time. He just gets back and might have hurt himself on that one.
Sometimes teammates can give you even better feedback than a coach can, because a lot of times coaches are, we're trying to win the game. Players see everything, and obviously they're trying to win the game too, but they're locked in on every pitch. Coaches sometimes got to worry about a lot more than just the pitch that's going on. So, absolutely get feedback from your teammates. Check, and like Al said, check your ego at the door.
Yep. Yeah, the one thing I've noticed, during my time coaching was the best teams that we've had, we did not coach at all. The year we won the national title, that week, I don't think we said one word in terms of mechanical stuff or preparation. The guys, first off, we got absolutely
embarrassed. A ball ripped right at first, man. Wow. Rodriguez tattooed that when he tips his cap over to him at first.
That was smoked.
Yep.
That was smoked. Holy cow.
He hit it like a slider, too. Yeah. Had some tail on it.
So you go. I mean, Rodriguez drives the ball to left center, drives the ball to right field here. I mean, these guys are really showing off some good range offensively.
You know what it is? For me, at least what I see, they are on time every pitch. And when you're on time, good things happen.
Side now. This would technically be a 7. Situation? Yeah, it should be a walk-it-off situation, I think.
Oh,
yeah, it's fine.
So as I was saying, when we were down over in Tennessee, we just got embarrassed. Gloucester absolutely took us to the woodshed. They beat us. I think that was 21-2. That was fun.
Yeah, you guys.
We got walloped. Yeah. We got walloped. And then we came back. The next day, faced Brookdale, who we just beat. 13 hours ago, and Brookdale took it to us. So our kids, we were on a roll. I think we won 32 in a row that year, and they got embarrassed. And we got a nice little nugget with the at-large bid, and our guys were just locked in. They just got embarrassed, and they wanted to prove that was a fluke. So
they certainly did.
They coached themselves that week. Didn't have to do bet checks, which is rare.
Oh, yeah.
But the kids were in the rooms. They were on time. They actually beat us to the vans every day.
Love that.
So we didn't have to say a word. All we did was write the lineup out and tell them where to be and when. And that's, again, some of the better programs you hear, with Coach Corbin at Vandy, over at Stanford. Now, those are big-time programs. I'm sure there's Division III, Division II teams that operate the same way.
No doubt.
When you got leadership and the coaches are somewhat irrelevant, those are the teams that are going to be there in the end.
All right, let's set the stage a little bit real quick here as we're in the top of the 4th inning. We're going back to straight-up baseball, 3 outs each side. And Pizzeni, I watched him on the warm-up toss, just threw an absolute frozen rope at second. You guys missed that one.
No.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right.
We could talk and watch.
All right, well, I can't walk and chew gum, so that's besides the point. I just thought maybe everybody else is the same way.
Going back to what you were saying, man, that all starts with accountability. The best programs just have accountability. And it could be players, it could be coaches in the fall, but once you get to the spring, you want that accountability to be in the clubhouse with the players.
All right, so real quick, 1st and 2nd, still straight-up baseball, though, even though we have situational baseball. We're going just 3 outs. So our 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Dane Thomas on the mound as he faces Brett Kane. First pitch is high for a ball.
Yeah, this is a microwave situation, but Kane potentially he's got to do what he can to get the guys to 2nd and 3rd at minimum, whether it be a bunt or whichever. But as for Thomas, we mentioned this yesterday. A lot of times, this is where you start leaning on your off-speed pitches to get Kane to pull the ball. For a third baseman, you can get a tag, go across, to your left, turn a double play. So, see what he does here.
Big swing and a miss by Brett Kane. Makes no contact. It's now 2-1 to him.
Weather calmed down.
It did.
Yeah, finally.
A little bit of sun. Thomas tries to go to 2nd.
Nice little day here. Not too hot, not too cold.
Perfect.
Little sun. Take it. Weather's been great lately. Just all around.
Yeah. It's
can't go wrong with
past
early
few
fall.
Weeks, man.
Oh,
yeah. There you go.
That ball's ripped foul and out of play.
Don't think we're
nice
getting
job
back. Got to shorten up here. Put the ball in play. Got to have the ball in play here.
That 2-2 pitch is high.
Oh,
Snap through to 2nd. Oh, man, what a tag.
Oh.
Wow.
He must have missed him. It's a tough call,
Good,
obviously.
great athletic play. I believe that's Jackson Shalik out there at 2nd base still. Here it is on the BFA instant replay. We might get a good shot at it. Slowing it down.
Nice communication between those two. It looked like that was a set play. Just the way Pizzeni kind of just fired right out of his position.
And that's a tough call for an umpire when you get
especially
all the way behind home plate. But
well, he might have gotten him, but I think he got back in time.
Right.
I think he just got him right on the back shoulder.
Either way, super athletic play over there, and a good throw by the catcher.
As advertised over there at 2nd. That pitch is low for a ball. Jimmy Savannah.
Yeah, just looking for something to elevate. You see him choking up. Love it. Team at bat. Just overall, man, this is good stuff. Zenny understands the importance of Thomas not getting to 3-0. A lot of times, coaches and even catchers will wait till a 3-0 count, and sometimes that's too late. You're way out of the count. You might throw a strike, but then it's 3-1, and it's the hitter's count. So good job, Zenny, not letting you get too deep into the count before he calms Thomas down. And again, Silvano choking up here, looking to put the ball in play.
And there he goes. He fills it up and fouls that one off.
There's a reason why the best managers in the history of baseball are catchers. They just see the game differently. They get it. They're in every single pitch, and they know every situation, and they know their pitchers, which is super important.
2-1 pitch is high for a ball. It's now 3-1.
Aaron Boone was not a catcher.
No, he wasn't.
Nope. Barely a player.
What I was going to say.
What are you
yeah,
getting
I was
at
going to say, right? What are you talking about?
Just airing my frustration.
All right, popped up. Pizzeni making the call. Nice play.
Oh.
Yeah, no, umpire said he was out. Said he was on the transition. Making the call.
Did he get?
They did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, umpire said twice. He said he got him.
I'll point this out. I pointed it out yesterday. Just a really good job not just chucking the mask. He waited till he located the ball, understood where he was, and then lost the mask. Just one of the things that, it's not a big deal until you actually trip over it, and then you start coaching it. So it looks like Nick's been trained really well. And the catchers this week, man, I've seen every catcher this week in a situation like that hold on to the mask until they locate the ball.
I was telling JD yesterday over the live stream and said, doing these live stream games and getting to see the game a little differently instead of watching your kid play,
Right.
I've really drawn an affinity towards the catcher position.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely, am zoned in. Learning more and more.
Yeah.
Listen to the greats like the legendary Tom Ryder.
General.
Talking about receivers over there behind instead of calling catchers.
No doubt.
And they are, it's artistry at its finest behind there, man. I'm telling you.
And it's it's just a position that's getting more and more advanced in terms of playing percentages and analytically, and you could say whatever you want about it. I know some old school is a good shot.
The ball ripped to center field for a base hit by Moreno. Here comes one run, and the runners move up as the bases remain loaded, and only one out. It's now an 8-6 ball game in favor of heavy hitters.
Elevated pitch there. He got on top of it.
Yeah.
He could easily just moved his barrel upwards, and that would have been a fly ball. But he worked to the top of the ball, which if you were going to call hitting Twitter, they're going to make fun of me.
Oh God.
But he just got to the top of it, and drilled it right in the center field.
First pitch to Jake Hunter is over for a strike call.
Some of hitting Twitter is almost parody at this point. But going back to the catching position analytically, a lot of guys are griping about some things, but we're at a time now in the world where we can collect an unbelievable amount of data and really look at percentages. And I actually Tanner Swanson, the catching coach for the Yankees, I slid in his DMs a couple weeks ago because I'm very frustrated with Gary Sanchez, as everyone should be, because he's a complete nightmare. And I was talking to him. I asked him. I said, "Hey, Tanner, how do you feel? What's the deal with his knee down?" Because I watched an ABCA conference where you were talking about it, and you were very against it, and now it seems like it's the opposite. And he replied and was saying, well, first of all, he wouldn't use Gary Sanchez as the example, which I agree with. But he said analytically and mechanically he feels it's better for blocking. So do with that what you will. I think the eye test on my end would disagree with him, but then again, these are professionals looking at raw data over years and years and years of competition. Not working for Gary Sanchez, but a guy like JT back there, Zunino has been great with it. And you got man on. You got nobody on base. It's a no-brainer. You're saving the knees, and you're really able to steal some strikes presentation-wise for the umpire. But I think the main argument is that you have a better chance of stealing a strikeout than a pass ball wild pitch with a man on third. So he did explain that to me a little bit, and he seems like a really nice guy.
You're talking about the access to the data and whatnot, but you just messaged a professional coach who's working with Gary Sanchez. He got back to you.
Yeah, it was very cool.
That's the cool thing about social media, and you just got into hitting Twitter, which is a nightmare. But just the access you have to these coaches is incredible. Back when I was a kid, you'd send a letter out and you'd get a signed photo back. So that was the access that we had.
Ooh, yeah.
They're going to double them up here, and they get them.
Great. Not making a knee-jerk reaction there at second base. He saw the runner, knew he had time, set his feet, and just got it back.
See Jackson Shalleck tap Dane Thomas right on the shoulder and said, "We got you."
Yeah. That's all he had to do.
I love the way that young man carries himself. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back.
looks like a high school football coach. Looks like a gym teacher.
All right, we're back. He's got a good shot of the radar there.
Nice.
Pocket radar. Got a new pitcher on the mound for Scanzano, and that's number 7, Alex Moreno. As he faces Brett Williams.
Nice little shot last at bat. Put some good swings on.
Yeah.
Nice little drive to right field.
Scenario is runners at first and second. So we go again straight up baseball, but situational at the same time. There's a ball driven to deep right field. And taking it back, looks like Hunter. I believe Hunter in right field.
Good stuff there. Good
So I don't think they moved Kane. Nice job. Runner tags and moves up to third. I believe that's David Rodriguez there at third. The big show.
All right, so as a baseball nerd here, it's interesting to see how this is going to pan out. How do they want to handle Hill at first base as a defense? Do you want to keep him close, pick off a few times? There.
There he goes on cue, and you're not going to get him. Really?
Get him a chance.
Wow.
3-1-6 in the seal break. That's moving. Yeah, I mean, if you're the defense there, you got to let him just take the bag. You don't want to be throwing the ball around, especially in a close game.
Hill's going to be a terror in the spring. Just an absolute terror.
I'm going to keep my eye on him. Well, I mean, a lot of these kids in Millville. You kidding? That pitch is fouled straight back.
Yohan, what do you think? I see you looking at me. Wayne in the spring? Dangerous this spring? You versus Millville? What do you got?
Did he just say I can count on myself? Yeah. I love it. He's going to be bringing it.
That's going to be a fun game this year.
Yeah, pitch is low and away for a ball to Alex Rosario.
Okay.
Again, runners at second and third, and I believe one out as we were doing straight up. Yep, second and third. Rosario lifts one to right field. Slicing foul, and it'll drop safely. So count now goes to okay. Maybe the count. We'll get it from home plate umpire. Count's full.
There we go.
To Rosario. And he walked him, so he lost him a high inside fastball. Bases are now loaded.
So Yohan was talking a ton of jazz in the on-deck circle.
Yep.
Now
I think he can back it up.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
Bases loaded. Tight ball game. He can break it open here.
If I was a betting man, but I'm not. You know, I don't do that stuff.
Neither am I.
Yep. But I think I'm betting on a big hit here. Takes that first pitch over for a strike call. Yep. This young man's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Good He's got a lot of moxie.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice pitch by Moreno. He gets him on a breaking pitch for a strike call.
It's the importance of strike one.
Yep.
It is.
You get to throw that pitch. And got to grind a little bit here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Feliz goes down on 3 pitches.
Awesome thing about Moreno there is he wasn't intimidated by the situation or the hitter. He just went after him and said, here it is. You get a knock, but you're going to have to earn it.
Just attacked him.
Doesn't get any easier with Sergio Draws now at the plate. And foul tip squeeze on the first pitch.
Seen some good offense.
Another one we haven't talked. I was going to say another one we haven't talked about much, but quietly doing a good job behind the dish. I know we won't keep pounding on it, but Shaw.
Well, the thing is, if you don't notice the catcher, he's probably doing a terrific job.
Well, true.
So it's just one of those things where if you don't see like, oh, ball to the right, ball to the left, ball gets through, he's probably doing a good job.
That ball's lifted to right field. Could be. They're running on the pitch. What are we doing? I guess there was 2 outs. All right. I need to keep a better scorebook. That'll end the inning.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go to the bottom half of the 4th. We'll be back here on BFA with the last inning, last half. We'll see you in a few. No, we're getting tight, though. I think it's about 12:30, 12:45. All right, told that's the end of the ball game, so we'll be back with our second live stream coming up, the second game of the day. So we'll see you in a few here on BFA. Just want to make sure everybody knew this was the end of the game, and we'll see you in just a few.